been an interesting offseason for the New York Islanders fans, and not only because of things that their team has done. There was the 7 defensemen drafted on the draft day, as well as the acquisition of a top 4 defenseman, Lubomir Wisnowski, which seemed to upgrade the top 4. But outside of what the Islanders have done, it turns out perhaps the Ducks were not in a position to trade Wisnowski to the Islanders. And elsewhere around the Atlantic Division, Islanders fans could breathe a sigh of relief when 2 of the top free agents on the market did not land in the Atlantic Division, although several Atlantic teams were pursuing both Ryan Suter and Zach Parise. As luck would have it, Parise ends up leaving the Devils, leaving the Atlantic Division, and Suter never came close. And there's also the Philadelphia Flyers' pursuit of Shea, which would have changed the balance of power there and basically replaced Chris Pronger on their blue line. Fortunately enough, the Predators matched the offer sheet to Weber, which means that not only does Weber not go to the Flyers, he doesn't go to the Rangers or anybody else for the next year at least. Now, in a little more sour news, the Rangers did add someone important in Rick Nash, the superstar for the Columbus Blue Jackets, who had won it out since January. But even there is at least grass on both sides of the fence, as in order to get Nash, the Rangers had to not only take on that $8.7 million per year cap hit, but also give up 2 significant players from their current roster, in Brandon Dubinsky and Artem Anisimov, but also a first-round pick and hot prospect Tim Erickson. So while the Rangers did add a major piece, it was not one on the free market. Now, one other free market acquisition that could be entering the Atlantic Division and be of some concern to Islanders fans is Phoenix Coyotes franchise player and free agent Shane Doan. Shane Doan doesn't want to leave Phoenix, has delayed his decision for over a month as he hit unrestricted free agency, but is waiting on some sign that the ownership situation in Phoenix will finally stabilize. Here we are at the end of July, and it still doesn't look like that's going to be the case, so Doan is likely to hit the markets. And of course, one of the teams interested in signing Doan is indeed the Philadelphia Flyers, who have a little bit more cap space to play with than they thought they would ever since the Predators matched the Shea offer sheet. It's never a dull day in the Islanders' country, even when it doesn't involve the Islanders. But at least we can say some of this summer's biggest prizes either exited or never entered the Atlantic Division. It's not a whole lot to hang your hat on, but as the Islanders try to somehow crawl and claw their way up the division standings, it's something. I'm Dominic Jansky with LighthouseHockey.com, and this is SB Nation's YouTube channel.